Legal dictation number 127. Be ready. Start. But according to the medical evidence, injuries on PW2 were caused on the evening previous to the morning of June 24. This takes away the basis on which he was accepted by the trial court and the High Court as an eyewitness, notwithstanding his proclivity to mix up falsehood with truth. A substantial part of the prosecution story has been disbelieved, and the conviction of the appellant rests solely on the testimony of PW2, who, as observed by the trial court, does not seem to have particular respect for truth and had mixed up falsehood with truth. His credibility as an eyewitness lay only in that the trial court and the High Court assumed that he had received injuries in the same occurrence in which the deceased was killed. That assumption does not appear to be very sound and is not borne out by the evidences on record. The defense plea that PW2 had received the injuries on the evening of June 23 and not in the morning of June 24 gains credence from the fact that an incident between the two sides had admittedly taken place on the evening of June 23, 1995. In the face of this admitted position and the medical evidence, it is difficult to accept that the injuries found on the person of PW2 were received by him in the morning of June 24. From this, either of two inferences would logically follow. One, PW2 was not present at the occurrence in which the deceased was killed in the morning. The occurrence in which the deceased was killed did not take place in the morning of June 24, and he was not killed in the manner as suggested by the prosecution. Both the inferences are equally damaging to the prosecution case. In view of the facts and the circumstances, it would be highly unsafe to uphold and sustain the appellant's conviction for the offence of murder, and the prudent and safe course would be to give him the benefit of doubt. Accordingly, he is acquitted of the charges under Section 302 and 324 IPC. The next appeal is directed against the judgment of the Punjab and Haryana High Court in Criminal Appeals number 201 of 1996, confirming the appellant's conviction under Section 302 of the Penal Code and life imprisonment.